Converting Fractions to Percentages calculator free. Some fractions can be converted to percentages without a ton of calculation by hand or calculator work. Percent literally means per 100. So if we have or can make a fraction that has a denominator of 100, we can read our percentage from there. Here are some examples. 89 100ths, or 89 out of 100, already has a denominator of 100, so this represents 89%. 7 tenths can be converted to an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100 by multiplying both its numerator and denominator by 10. 7 tenths equals 70 100ths, or 70%. 9 20ths can be converted to an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100 by multiplying both its numerator and denominator by 5. 9 out of 20 equals 45 out of 100, or 45%. 24 40ths needs a different strategy. For this one, it helps to reduce the fraction a bit first, and then try to build up to a fraction with a denominator of 100. The numerator and denominator of 24 40ths are both divisible by 4. If we reduce, we get 6 tenths. Then we use an earlier strategy to build this up to 60 out of 100, or 60%. Convert each of these fractions to percentages. 2/5, 8 tenths, 7 20ths, 3/4, and 42 60ths. I'd pause the video for just a little bit and then work on these, see what you get, and then play me some more and see if your answers match up with mine. 2/5 can be built up to an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100 by multiplying the numerator and denominator by 20. This gives 40 100ths, or 40%. If you don't like that method, build 2/5 up to an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 10 first by multiplying the numerator and denominator by 2. This gives 4 tenths, which can then be built up by multiplying by 10 over 10 to get 40 out of 100, or 40%. You'll get the same answer either way. 8 tenths can be built up to an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100 by multiplying the numerator and denominator by 10. You'll get 80 out of 100, or 80%. 7 20ths can be built up to an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100 by multiplying the numerator and denominator by 5. This will give you 35 100ths, or 35%. 3/4 can be built up to an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100 by multiplying the numerator and denominator by 25. This will give you 75 100ths, or 75%. You may also know this one from money. 3/4 is equivalent to 75 cents out of 100 cents in a dollar. 42 60ths needs some reduction first. 6 goes into both 42 and 60, so the reduced form would be 7 tenths. Then 7 tenths can be built up to an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100 by multiplying the numerator and denominator by 10. You'll get 70 out of 100, or 70%.